systems go. Clear for liftoff.
Good evening. We are back. Round one recap, round two showdown talk ahead of the CJ Cup Byron Nelson. As we head into the weekend, we saw a ton of low scores, a ton of kind of what we thought. And what do you guys think of this event? I mean, this is probably my least event to watch visually. I just don't love this golf course. But what do you guys think of this event? Let me know, like on a year by year basis. Just like at a macro level, not just today. How did you guys think? What's your thoughts on this event on the schedule? Is my real question. But it is kind of cool to see some names we don't get to usually see normally. So I guess it is what it is. It's at a fine point after all those signatures event. It's just like this weird. I have no beef with Texas. It's just like this golf course doesn't do it for me when I'm watching the golf. But like we always say, the tickets cash the same. The tickets cash the same no matter what event we're in. So let's talk some round two showdown. Let's talk about what the guys did in round one. We saw a few different profiles get to the top in round one, but there was kind of an overwhelming majority of things that they did similar. So let's go through it. Let's talk about all the guys. Shout out Taylor Moore shooting a round of 62. If you know I'm on the wrong thing. There we go. Taylor Moore with a round of 62. If you know the Taylor Moore flow chart, this is not a shocker that he shot this round of 62. Brooks Koepka, Jesper Svensson, Emiliano Grillo, Keith, Siwoo, Jaeger, Duncan, Michael Thorbjornsen, all shot rounds of 64 or better. So let's talk a little bit about how they did it. Taylor Moore was approach and putter. Brooks Koepka was approach and putter. Jesper Svensson was a little bit of an all green, kind of did everything well. Grillo was approach. Keith Mitchell was kind of all green, did everything well. Siwoo Kim was a little bit of off the tee, but all green as well. Same thing as Steven Jaeger, off the tee, but all green as well. Michael Thorbjornsen, all green, off the tee. And Tyler Duncan, all green and approach. If you're wondering what I mean by all green, that means they kind of, what am I doing with my screen share right now? Time out. Let's fix this because this just can't. We got to be a little bit more professional here. This is, there we go. This is just mega zoomed in for a second. If you're wondering what I mean when I say all green, it is that they're doing every single thing, every off the tee, approach, around the green, putter. They're doing everything okay. That is what I mean by all green. So if I'm saying off the tee plus all green, that means they're kind of spiking with the off the tee, but everything else is green. So kind of the one thing that everyone's doing is tee to green. Like they're tee to greening it. No one's like gaining 8 strokes on the putting greens, which obviously anyone can do in a given round. When we see that time and time again, we kind of see like guy with the round of the day shoot, like say on a random week, someone has the round of the day. It's a number one putting round, and then everyone else is like approach putting. But we're not really seeing that here. It's kind of all tee to green, doing everything well, and that's kind of what we've predicted in like ahead of the tournament. Remember my Twitter thread? I was like, everyone who's won this event has been top 5 in the week in terms of just tee to green, which tee to green is very broad. That's off the tee, that's approach, that's around the green. But I think that's kind of unique because we really don't see that much where every single guy is just like tee to greening it to death. We usually see some guys pop in around the green, short game, just spike here, spike there. This is just all tee to green merchants. So when we get to the player stats, I'll tell you what I'm looking for. Let's look at the wave split for today. Let me update it real quick. We have the course stats. I'll bring my screen up to give you the wave split. The wave split right now, as the round is coming to an end, minus 2.3 in the morning, minus 1.7 strokes under par in the afternoon. So there was a little bit of an advantage in the morning. Nothing crazy. You could have shot a great round in the PM. We saw Taylor Moore. We saw Jesper Svensson do that. So this wave split is not the end of the world. And looking at the weather for tomorrow, we might have all these guys go out super early because it's looking like we're going to have thunderstorms from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. So if the PGA Tour is smart, they will send them in split tees off of threes, which they are already doing. So they can't really do anything too crazy because they're already doing split tees off of and threes. So they might just be able to move the tee times up a little bit is kind of what I'm getting at. But there's going to be a delay. If there's a delay, there probably won't be a showdown show for tomorrow because I'll just wait till everyone finishes and do like a mega show Saturday night. So just stay in the Discord and the updates for that because this weather tomorrow is not looking great. But what it is looking great for is these morning guys to go out and shoot really low. I will say, if you have a PM tee time and these tee times just get moved up an hour or so, I don't think it's the end of the world. I really don't think you have to play all morning guys. And with that being said, I think everyone is going to play all morning guys because they just simply see this forecast. They're like, oh, these PM guys are going to get cooked. They're probably not going to get cooked because they're not going to play. So if they don't play, they're going to go out Saturday morning. And it's ripe for scoring Saturday morning too. So, and it's going to be more. I talked about this on Monday. The weather just does not look good at all. So we'll figure out what we're going to do for the content when we get there. But what I'm looking at in terms of the weather and how that relates to ownership and what you should do, I think everyone's going to go with morning guys tomorrow. And I don't think you have to because those PM guys, whether they play in a little rain, they're not going to play in lightning. If it's rain, it's a little bit of rain, and it's not that hard to score in a little bit of rain. Sure, it's a little bit windier, but if they do happen to go out Saturday morning, which they will, I really think they will. I'm not a weatherman, but I really think they will. It's right for scoring Saturday morning. So don't be scared to play some of these Friday afternoon golfers tomorrow, which I think a lot of the public is going to be scared to do. So here's one more look at that weather. I think that the guys who are going out in the afternoon are going to end up playing a majority of the round at this time on Saturday morning. So it's not the end of the world. It's still going to be round 2 showdown. Let's take a look about a contest that I am jonesing to get into for tomorrow. PGA Tour 5K up and down. It is a $55 3 max, kind of a unique, little top heavy, $15 up top. Sorry, $1,500 up top, only 103 entrants. If you want to put in your $165, you could easily turn that into $1,500 because you'll have to beat 100 other people, and not everyone's going to enter all those lineups, probably some overlay. It's not the exact percentage we want. We want that 150 point to be at 10th place, but it's not too far off. But I just kind of like for the overlay and for this contest structure, I think it is definitely worth it to get in on this contest. $55 3 max, not a contest we talk about often at all, but I definitely do like it. So once you do pick your contest and you will go over to the optimizer, SaberSim optimizer, first you're going to use your tools, use projections, use the showdown, Stone, Slate Plan 2.0, everything. Use all of these things. Use my Slate Plan. It actually is already up, and you can get it all for free with that code BOOTS. What you're gonna do is you're gonna use, say, 3 names from my Slate Plan, 3 names from these projections, which they will be up. Let's see what time they were up last night. Actually, they're not gonna up last night. Actually, they were up last night, 7:00 showdown projections. So they'll probably be up in the next hour or so. Projections, we have also the Stone. Probably won't be up yet. This is going to be rounds 2 through 4 only, so I have nothing to bank on from yesterday's Stone or today's Stone. So use the Stone, use my projections. Go over here, join the nation, join that nation. Code BOOTS, get you 10% off. And if you just want the content, feel free. Single sport, PGA, content only, 10% off, but you could try it for a free week. I know a lot of guys had a really, really solid PGA championship, so let's keep that momentum going. But now let's talk about some of the players. And as always, you're going to get the core report, and you can see some golfers in there. Don't look. That was supposed to be a secret. Let's talk about what we're looking for, stat-wise, player-wise. What are we looking for? I think this is really important and really unique for the foreseeable future. This is the segment of the show that I think is most important, where I just kind of blast through stats, blast through players. This gets so many people on that random 3% golfer who sometimes I'm not even on that because I just talk about them. And like, this is why I think what you guys do is so impressive. You guys just take this information and you use it in your lineup so well, far better than I can ever do, because I galaxy brain myself. I think the guys that I'm talking about, like, oh, if I'm talking about them, they can't play well, but it's not the case. I could talk about a guy and he can play great. So you guys do a great job. Let's run through some players. What I am looking for tomorrow. This is big. What I am looking for tomorrow, and I don't know the ownership yet, but you guys will know after the fact. So I'm not going to really go into too much in depth. I'm kind of just going to look at the stats. Low owned tee to green merchants, because looking at this leaderboard, you're seeing some names you don't see a lot. Jesper Svensson, Taylor Moore, Michael Thorbjornsen, Tyler Duncan, Kensei Hirata, Hank Lebioda, all nuking the slate at 0% ownership. Anyone can play well at this golf course. But the thing that's going hand in hand with scoring is tee to green. A lot of guys can tee to green it. Low owned tee to green players. And I think that ownership is going to be low in the PM, and that doesn't change any of my thinking. So let's find some tee to green guys. I'm not really going to talk too much ownership right now, but let's go towards the middle of the pack because I don't really want to chase too many of these guys. Not many of these guys are going to shoot 7 under, 7 under. Let's go for like 6 under, 5 under below. Find some nice tee to green baselines with some room to pop as well. Who we got right here? Doing some nice short game stuff, but not bad tee to green. 6 under round, Hank Lebioda. Okay, fine. Don't chase it, though, if he's owned. This is a great profile. He's gaining 0.8 strokes off the tee, 0.9 strokes on approach, 1.78 around the green, and losing a little bit on the green, but not glaringly so much where I'm like, he can't putt well. I have no idea who this is. I'm looking at numbers. Let's see who it is. It is Eric Van Rooyen. Don't mind that profile at all. Right here, basically, we saw how much the all green was working. And this person right here is slightly all green across the board, gaining strokes in every single category. Let's see who it is. Blades Brown, game improvement iron Brown. I'm all the way in on Blades tomorrow. I love that profile. We've seen him nuke it in Birdie Fest before too. Love this profile right here. 4 under round today. Gained a stroke off the tee, gained 0.3 strokes on approach, 0.8 around the green, and was basically even with the putter. Plenty of room to pop in any category. Let's see who this is. I have no idea. Tony Finau. Play Tone in the what? Where is Tony Price actually? Let's see. Tony Finau. Tony. $7,600 Tony Finau. Yeah, like I will be playing some of Tony Finau. Let's find some more golfers who are doing what we're looking for. I see. I don't really mind this. No, it's not the best. I don't mind this profile right here. Troy Merritt. He's losing strokes off the tee, but he's just not long. Gaining strokes on approach, around the green, and on the green. Troy Merritt. Right here. This is a great profile. 3 under par today. Nice off the tee. Nice on approach. Just with room to grow, but not bad. Fine, even around the green, even on the green. I hope this guy's a short game merchant like a plotter who has so much room to pop around the green. Tom Hoagie, he can get nuclear on the greens. I don't mind that at all. Strokes gained Texas as well. Let's find some more golfers who are doing everything okay. Everything okay. All greening right here. 3 under round. All green except for around the green. Even around the green. A little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. This is a profile, not doing anything glaringly bad with the room to pop. This is a weird week because we're looking for tee to green completely. Usually we're looking in one category or 2 categories. Max McGreevy. Love that there. I would stay away from these big numbers, these -2s, -2s, because that's a real weakness in their game, clearly. So down the board, let's see if we can find anybody else. I don't mind this really, though he lost a full stroke around the green. Around the green is kind of volatile, unless it's like a Victor Hovland of the world who's just horrible around the green. Let's see who it is. It is Robert Streb. Hilarious. I didn't even know he was in this field. Robert Streb. Sure, I don't mind it, but I'm probably not going to play that. Don't mind it though. Let's see who else we can find. It's crazy. A lot of bad putters down here. Losing 3.2 on approach. Who's that? Scott Piercy. See, it gets kind of bleak down here, but I'm sure we can find some names to really turn it around. This is tough actually. Maybe not. Who lost 5 strokes on the green? Is that who is this? Austin Cook. Like, what are these names are crazy. Why? How is Austin Cook in this field? I'll go back up, find a few more names, 2 more names before we get to the one golfer that I am on. I don't mind this profile. Lost a stroke off the tee, was about even everywhere else. I assume this guy's a short hitter. Let's see who it is. If it's a short hitter, I kind of like the profile. If it's like a guy who's usually a good driver, then I'm concerned. Carl Phillips, maybe a little bit of a concern because I need to see more with a driver for Carl Phillips. The driver drives him. So one more golfer. Who we got? Don't mind this profile. Do not mind this profile. Gain strokes, ball striking, barely. A little bit green, tee to green, about like a +7 strokes tee to green day with a bad putting, but not a horrible putting. Garrett Higo bounced back after what he did last week. I don't mind Garrett Higo. So those are some golfers. Those are the profiles I'm looking for. So basically what I'm getting at is tee to green. Show some tee to green form. Doesn't have to be amazing tee to green. But look for the golfers who are doing okay tee to green with some room to improve, and see who's like, I'm fading all chalk, truly all chalk, because we saw the names that went nuclear today. Is some chalk gonna come true? Kind of going to come through for sure, but I'm fading it. I want to get super unique and get weird with it. So tee to green, low owned, and I'm sure those guys are going to be in a PM wave. So that's going to lead me to the one golfer that I am on. I know you guys saw him before, but it is Rasmus Niergaard Peterson. What is RNP doing? He is doing everything about even, which we are looking for, which we saw come through today. Plus a stroke off the tee, plus a half a stroke on approach. That's basically 1.6 strokes ball striking right there. Nothing around the green, and gaining a stroke gaining a stroke and a half on the green. He can go 5 under tomorrow, get to 10 under by the weekend. I don't mind that at all. Rasmus Niergaard Peterson is not going to be crazily owned because of where he's priced. I like him a ton. He's the one golfer that I am on. So who are you guys on? As always, we're going to close it out with the song of the day. We're going to go with a lot like Vegas by Bring Me the Horizon. Go check it out. You're probably not going to like it, but that's the song of the day. So anything else, you know where to find me. I will be back tomorrow, maybe, unless there's massive weather delays. If not, we'll be back Saturday with a show. So stay in the Discord, stay in tune for all of the content. And as always, let's ship it. Catch you guys soon.